Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to start with the revision work as your exams are approaching. So we'll be starting with chapter number 18 of geography, that is natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Please read the chapter carefully, and if you find any problem, please do ask me. So let's start with it. What is natural vegetation? It refers to a plant community which has grown naturally without human aid, like the forest, which had grown naturally without any human interference or without any human help. Okay, so this natural vegetation depends on certain factors like your landforms, terrain, soils, temperature, and amount of rainfall. Landforms like your mountain, plains, or plateaus. Terrain, the surface of the land that is flat or rough or suitable for growing trees or not. Okay, then the soil, different types of soils, which type of soil is suitable over there, that okay, or which type of soil is much more suitable for growing of trees or plants. Temperature, is it extremely cold or hot or moderate, and the amount of rainfall takes place annually. On all these things our natural vegetation depends. Then how they are useful? They are useful. We get wood from trees, so that is used for construction, for making of furniture, and for fuel. Then it is also used as a raw material in the industries for making papers or sports material, etc. How we are going to make paper from the tree? From its pulp. Now help in controlling soil erosion. As we had studied earlier also, as much as we grow the trees, it will help to hold the soil. Okay, that will control the soil erosion and provide natural environment to wildlife. Forests are the home of wildlife, of animals. Okay, so this is how they are important and they are useful. Okay, children. Distribution and classification of forest. Basically, two types of forest are there: evergreen and deciduous forest. The basic feature of the evergreen forest are that they don't shed their leaves all together. They always look green. वो एक साथ कभी भी अपनी leaves को shed नहीं करते, and they always look green. Okay. Under evergreen forest, we have tropical evergreen forest, mid-latitude evergreen forest, Mediterranean forest, and coniferous forest. Now, tropical evergreen forest have mahogany, rosewood trees. Okay. And the mid-latitude evergreen forest have oak, eucalyptus, Mediterranean forest, cork, olive, and chestnut trees. Coniferous, blue pine, cedars, and etc. Okay, so all these are the different types of evergreen forest. Now the deciduous forest. The common feature of the deciduous forest are they found in tropical, subtropical, and mid-latitude forest. Okay, and the trees are mostly deciduous. They shed their leaves in autumn and remain leafless in winters. So in autumn they shed their leaves, and in winter they are leafless, means they don't have any leaf. And now deciduous forests are of two types: tropical deciduous and mid-latitude deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forest, we can find sandalwood tree, bamboo trees, and in the mid-latitude deciduous forest we have maple and birch. Now the next is why there is deforestation. What is deforestation? Deforestation is cutting down of trees. Now, why there is deforestation? Because growth in population, demands of agriculture and industrialization and settlements. See, all the three are interrelated to each other. When there is growth in population, there will be more demand of food. That is, agriculture will grow. Then more and more people will need more employment. So development of industrialization will be there, and if there will be more industries, the production of useful items will be there, and settlements, people will be needing land for the construction of their houses. So that's why deforestation is there. But how can we conserve forest or save forest? By afforestation, that is growing more and more trees. Check on urban growth, new cities, roads, etc. that led to destruction of forest areas. We have to control our settlements, means we have to settle in a limited area. We have to develop new cities, roads in a limited area, so that we could not harm the forest or destroy the forest. Then check on grazing. There should be restrictions and control on grazing by domestic animals. Overgrazing on a particular land lead to the depletion of the quality of land. वहाँ से productivity कम हो जाएगी. Okay, so we should control the grazing of domestic animals also. Okay, children. Now the next is usefulness of wildlife and need to conserve them. Okay. Our wildlife is known as fauna. Forests are known as flora and wildlife is known as fauna. And India has a very rich variety of wildlife which consists of fish, birds and animals including amphibians. That is animals living on both land and water. We have reptiles, mammals, we have varied, diversified variety of wildlife in India. Now, as forests are useful to us, in a similar way, wildlife is also important and we have to conserve it. How they are useful? They provide us milk, meat, wool, silk, and they add beauty to the nature. They help in maintaining ecological balance. Okay, then how we can conserve or save them? So government has taken many steps to protect them, and even we, the common people, we also have to support the government in conserving the wildlife. Now, what government has done? Government has developed many national parks, sanctuaries and biosphere reserves. They even take periodic censuses of some rare species, and if they not, they need to, but the government takes. You must have read in the local newspapers also that in Sariska, the counting of animals or the tigers are being done or are taking place. Then killing of wildlife has been banned by the government. It is our duty also to preserve the wildlife. So I hope it is clear to you. Now it's on the political map of India, you have to mark the following, and the map in your book is given on page number 159, chapter number 18. Okay, so you have to take a political map of India and you have to mark Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary, Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanher National Park, Gir National Park, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserves and Kaval Biosphere Reserve. Children, after doing the map, please send it to me. Okay, and remember, map is there in your exam from chapter number 18 only. Then define deciduous forest and wildlife sanctuary. How do forests affect climate? How far do you agree with the view that the forests are our national wealth. Children, Swati ma'am had given the answers, had made, given the answers for all these questions, so I am not giving you the answers. Please learn them and write. Okay, take the revision work seriously. So that's all for today. Thank you.